Nope.
Okay, there's a topic right now that's going around that's raising a lot of interest, and the topic is wake boats. Wake boats in Wisconsin. Wake boats have been around for a long time. I didn't personally realize how long they've been around, but I Googled wake boats the other night and spent 2 hours online looking at wake boat topics on Google. What you need to understand about a wake boat is it's not a conventional watercraft. A wake boat is a watercraft that has a ballast or tanks in the back of it that can hold up to 6,000 gallons of water, or 6,000 pounds of water. And what that does is it causes the transom of the boat to be set down deep in the water, and the propeller, unlike a regular outboard, which has a propeller angled from horizontal of about 5 degrees so that it pushes the boat along, theirs is at 40 degrees from horizontal. And what that does is it creates a wash of water that goes down, makes the bow come up, and with all the weight in it, they produce a wake. And some of these boats are now being advertised to be able to produce a wake as big as the waves in an ocean. So that's what you need to understand basically about a wake boat. That's their whole design, is so that they can produce a wave behind the boat that someone can ride with a surfboard. And they've been around for a long time. Basically down south is where they're mostly used, but there are a number of them now in the state of Wisconsin. So people need to understand that's how the wake boat is constructed. And a problem with them is, in the state of Wisconsin, we have a law, and it applies to every boat in the state of Wisconsin, that says all the bilges and live wells must be completely drained when you leave the lake, so you don't transport water from one lake to the other that has various organisms in it, which may or may not be good for another body of water. They are not designed to be able to be completely drained. Essentially, they retain about 20 gallons of water, and 20 gallons of water can be the home of any number of species that you may not want to be transferred from one body of water to the next. That's the big issue right now, because that's state law. And you get right down to it, when you put a wake boat in the water now, if you move it from one lake to the next, you are violating state statutes by virtue of just moving from one lake to the next.